Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. I've been working a little bit on our Castle Ravenloft throne room, just kind of getting the floor plan in place so that we can move forward this episode. What I'm realizing though, is in order to aspire upward, like literally to install spires that will reach upward, we're going to have to continue to work on our ground floor to make sure that the layout is perfect before we start building things that go to the sky limit. We're also going to have to likely work on the Larders of Ill Omen down in the basement here, because if I don't dig this out, I will not have the blocks I need to actually build the stuff as tall as it needs to go. I've also started putting in, though, a few signs here that indicate, based on the Curse of Strahd book, you know, which room is which. I don't know if I'm going to leave those in when we actually play, but for right now, it's going to be helpful to just kind of keep everything in the same place in my mind. So it's like, okay, I know that this is K63, the wine cellar, and this is K62, the servants' hall. And I can look that up in the book and read the descriptions, make sure I'm not missing any important elements. Whoa. All right, well, I have found a few interesting cartographical anomalies involving the exact spacing of some of the stairwells, which is kind of one of the reasons before I got the exact floor plan of the bottom footprint put in, I wanted to experiment with placing exactly a few of the staircases where they need to go. So this one, there's some weird stuff where it's actually offset on the second floor in a way it's not on the first floor. And this staircase over here is supposed to only have one switchback, but it's supposed to go 50 feet up and only go 20 feet back. So as you can see, I had to add a little spiral in there. I think by keeping the bottom and the top of the staircase wide, it'll still kind of present the architect's vision appropriately, but, you know, realistically, I have to be able to get from down here to up there for this staircase to operate properly. Up here is actually intended to be the king's balcony, where he could sit 50 feet up and watch the chapel services. The actual altar and everything will go here. Now, I don't know who thinks it's that important to be able to look down on God, but, you know, this is a vampire's castle, so maybe that kind of thing runs in his family. I don't know. Anyway, what we are going to do is we are going to, whoa, immediately fall. Not to our death, don't worry. But we are going to start scoping out how tall each of these towers is going to be. There are 3 primary towers that are part of the castle, other than the 2 small towers over there, like one there, one there. There's this high tower, which is the tallest tower. And then over here we have the footprint of the south tower, which partially intersects and overlaps the high tower. And then, dang it, fallen again. There is going to be a north tower, but the interesting thing about the north tower is that it actually doesn't emerge from the structure until several stories up. So I can't really build the footprint of the north tower at this level. I'd have to build it, like, way higher up. So we're going to go ahead and start building the kind of a height meter, if you will, for the intersection of the towers. Because, like, the high tower and the north tower eventually have a bridge between them. So I want to get up that high and build that bridge, just to kind of get a sense of it. I want to figure out where the south tower roof is, because it's far shorter than the north tower, but, like, the north tower has an exit onto it with, like, a cool balcony. Which, actually, now that I think of it, might overlap where the bridge across to the other north tower is. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we are going to pillar straight up, which is much safer than digging straight down. And I actually have the heights I need here written down because I'm properly prepared for a change. So let's see, the high tower, I need to go 90 blocks tall. And I'm already 1 block up, so I need to go another, what would that be, 89. So we're going to go ahead and put 64 here. 89 minus 64 should be like 25. Dang it, that's not how you do that. There we go. That looks promising. So anyway, I will build that. Oh, but so I will build that 90 block high piece at a part that does not overlap, but adjacent to the overlapping area, just to give you a sense of how tall this is. And I should probably eat first and regain my health so I don't fall to my death, because there will probably be some death fallen if I'm not careful. Okay, there we go. Okay, so just, we're about 90 blocks up from the, kind of, what do you call it? Not sea level, from the ground level of the castle here. And I have my view distance turned down because I'm mostly building inside the walls. But yeah, this is going to be pretty visible to a lot of things. This is actually the level that the top story of the tower is at, not necessarily the very tippy top of the tower. But we'll deal with that later. Let's go ahead and ender pearl down and see where the next tower is going to intersect this one. So, there's that pillar there. Probably should have put a torch on top of that. Didn't think of it. Not a thoughtful person, it turns out. So, the south tower is going to be 58 blocks high. Well, we can do something about that. In fact, we need 57 because we're already at 1 up. So, here we go. Well, that's an ominous sign. There's some lightning coming in. But anyway, so yeah, you can see that this tower is also well clear of the walls, even though it's not going to be anywhere near as high as the high tower. And this tower is going to kind of sweep around and over like that. So, it's going to be pretty cool. I'm tempted to go ahead and just put in, dang it, the sky, start putting in the, more of the ground for this top level of the tower. But I might hold off until I get a few more supports in, just to kind of make it look better. Dang it, lightning. You are going to terrify me to death. Time skip. As you can see, I've started the roof of the south tower there, but I realize getting up there and getting back down is going to be problematic till I get the real stairs in. So what I think I'm going to do, there's supposed to be an air shaft in the center of the high tower. So I figure I'm going to use andesite, because I don't really have a strong need for it otherwise, for the walls of that air shaft. And that'll let me kind of pillar up real quick, and then I'll jump back down with my water bucket here. I'll just, oh, yeah, actually, that's gonna flood all that, isn't it? Well, we can fix that real quick. We'll just put our water right here, and hopefully we will land on it. That seems dangerous. Whatever. We'll sort it out. Anyway, so I'm just going to get a whole bunch of andesite and then use a whole bunch of ladders to build a temporary ladder well so I can get back up there to work quickly. So, away we go. Time skip. As you can see, I've done quite a bit of work on the high tower here. That's come along pretty well. Now, the south tower, I've also got some additional walls in on. Not completely done yet. Honestly, it took me so long just to do all the math about this stuff, it ate into a ton of my recording time. But I want to go ahead and let's get a glimpse of how these towers look from, I don't know, I was going to say out at sea, but I don't have a boat with me. Maybe that's an opportunity, though. Maybe we'll find a boat. You know, it's only stealing if you didn't abandon it yourself earlier. Which, oh, hey, coal. Which, it's only stealing if it's not a natural resource in the ground that you have no right to. Wait, what? So where was I? Stealing coal. Getting out of here. Want to see those towers. Want to see what they look like. Checking them out maybe from out Mumbo Island way here. Alright, so I've come back here to Mumbo's base to see if I'd be able to see the tower. The answer is no. I cannot, in fact, see the tower. So we're going to move around and check it out from another angle real quick. Time skip. Dear Nether portal, I am coming through to see the other side of the Nether. What's going on? Okay, so maybe the game crashed? So, I came through the portal from Mumbo's base, and I appear to be at the bottom of the Nether now. Which, am I at least somewhere good? Am I near the coordinates I should... Did it do some sort of weird Nether portal multiplication trick? Am I nowhere... Oh. No, I was going to show you guys the towers from... On the plus side, there's still stuff left out here. But I think I'm thousands of blocks away from where I'm supposed to be, which is undesirable. Dang it, server always crashing and sending me places I don't want to go. I should determine which way is home, probably, rather than just running in random directions. But I kind of want to believe, like, if I just pick a direction and go, I'll eventually get home. But that can't possibly be right. Wow. Okay, so this adventure was supposed to not be an adventure, but this episode was supposed to end with me looking at that tower, which I can't show you now from a good angle, which I can't do. So, yeah. We are going to go ahead and wrap up this episode here, I guess. And in our next episode, we will begin the voyage home or the search for Spock, whichever movie you guys enjoy more. Just kidding. We do need to get home, though. So, like, is this maybe the same wither farm that we use for stuff? Because it feels like if it was, there wouldn't be just ore lying around, right? That's, like, this quartz stuff is supposed to be rare. You know? People mine it out. It's a whole thing. Dang it. Ah, it's so hard to see in the Nether, too. I want to... Whoa. Wither skeleton. Do I have my bow and arrow? No. Okay. Pit of death. Well, he can't follow me here. So that's nice. He's trying. Okay. So anyway, here's what I figure I'm going to do. I'm going to pillar up a little bit so I'm somewhere safe. And I'm going to go ahead and thank our Patreon sponsor for this episode by reading a poem, hopefully without getting shot by a ghast. Oh no, it's a ghast. Okay, well, dang it. We might have to turn on this thing that I don't like turning on. Yeah, I think I'm going the wrong way for sure. I probably need to head towards 0, right? That would make sense. Okay. So, diagonally this way is towards 0. So I've already been going the wrong way, because I was heading, just in general, hoping to find that wither base thing would be one of the ones connected to our portal network, which doesn't seem to be. Okay. So, anyway, I'm going to read a poem now, and hopefully not be eviscerated or blown up in the process. I call this one Killer Speech. The sentence is death. Speak so clearly that birds break their necks, colliding with your words again and again, almost daily, until someone suction cups a butterfly to your head, or lays a rubber snake at your feet, or paints a stripe across your chest. My words are the window to birds' souls. Anyway, thank you guys so much again to Eagle Fam, our Patreon sponsor for today. Thank you so much to Minecraft for making a game where sometimes it crashes and you get teleported somewhere bad. Dang it. Am I going right in the fire? Yeah, I didn't go right in the fire. That was nice. I enjoyed not going directly into the flames. So, anyway, until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.